this machine, we manufacture these machines. These are called cross-axis friction machines, and its sole purpose is to do comparable comparable for all the different lubrications that you'd want to compare. And so this uses an electric motor through these pulleys and shafts. It measures how much electricity here through, and this shaft turns. That has a Rockwell harness made by Timken. It has a Rockwell harness of a C62, meaning that it's about the same hardness as a camshaft or a crank in an engine. And then against that we run a tapered roller bearing, which has a hardness of a C58, slightly softer metal than the race. That's the way it's engineered. And so we use that. So anyway, we'll just take the bearing, and a new bearing, we'll put it in the holder, and we'll tighten that up. Mm-hmm. So we have a new bearing, and then the way what happens here is that we're going to put whatever oil we want to in this. That's like pouring it in your car. So this cup will hold the oil. You put this on, and when you turn it on, it will oil the moving parts. Mm-hmm. And then this will measure as we put pressure on the torque wrench. How much pressure can we put on the torque wrench, moving these two parts together at point-to-point contact, only protected by whatever lubrication is in there. And so what the three things you want to know is how much pressure can we put to pull these together, how much energy are we going to use. So the more energy, it's like going up a hill with your car and giving it more gas to pull. Then it's going to measure how much energy. And then, of course, here you're going to see how much damage it does or not between the moving parts.
Got it.
All right. So before we start each one of these tests, we're going to these guys get them all. This is emery cloth, 120 grit emery cloth. Just make sure this is smooth and it doesn't have anything else on it. So we're just cutting the metal down so that it is nice and smooth. And that is, and we've got a new bearing here. So for the first time, we're going to do 2 or 3 different quick tests so you kind of get a feel for it.
Perfect.
This is the leading petroleum product in the world. Pennzoil is good oil. It's petroleum based. It's for about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. It all meets and exceeds all of the API ratings and everything else. It's a good oil, but it's petroleum based. And so we're just going to put the product here pour it in the engine until we get a nice oil bath. So now we got a full bath. It's lubricating. We're going to take this one. When we put it on, you can see in between the moving parts, you got plenty of oil.
Correct.
All right. And at idle, it's just idling here. So we're going to watch this here. I'm going to let you do it. Okay. You're just going to put. We're going to put a little pressure this way, not too much, but just start putting a little bit more pressure. Right there.
What is that at?
400. I'll do it again. I don't want to hold it too long because we'll lock up that motor. I'm going to run it for 7 seconds, and then I'm going to show you the wear start. So we'll put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is show you, vibrate a lot, so I'll show you the damage done to the case hardened. Can you get that in there? You see that?
Wow.
Yeah. If that happens in your engine, of course, we're accelerating it here. We're doing it in 7 seconds, which would take about 3,000 miles normal in your engine. But this is a head-to-head test. So I'm just going to rotate this to one side. We'll use the same bearing for each time. So we'll just put the wear on the side, clean spot here. Now I'm going to show you why your engine wears out. Every time you crank your engine, and over a period of time in between oil changes, here is what causes engines to wear out. Wow. Every time you change your oil, those wear metals go out with it.
Yep.
So anyway, we just we'll show that. And
So that's why changing it was important to get rid of all that.
oh yeah, because this helps accelerate wear when it's in the oil. So that's why you need to change. Now I'm going to wipe that down. I'm going to now cut that damage down a little bit that we put in here. So we're going to clean it up. We're going to do the next oil. We'll put that back on. So that went to about 4,000 pounds per square inch. And you saw this max up. You saw the smoke. Next one is, this is the #1 selling synthetic oil. This is about 3 to 4 times more expensive than the petroleum-based
I
oil.
use on my Harley.
And this is good for about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's a good oil. It says #1 synthetic oil in the world, and that's the #1 petroleum. So anyway, I'm going to pour it in here just like we did, and then we'll see if there's a difference in it. Got a clean spot on the bearing.
Correct.
I'll just put it back on, then I'll let you see if you see any difference between this one here. So go ahead and push this one a little bit. Pretty much the same of it. There, a bit more, right? A little bit. About the same amount of time under the same conditioning,
Wow.
you'll get pretty much the same type of damage compared to that. If you can run it the same.
Yeah.
Could be a little better than the other one.
Sure. Tiny
All right.
bit.
Now I'm just going to turn this to a clean spot again and rotate it.
It's not that hot.
And this time I'm going to use the #1 additive product in the world. This is Lucas oil. Actually, I'm use this one here because it's easier to handle. This is Lucas, and this is good. They sell this from $15 to $20 a quart, and they want you to use anywhere from 40 to 60% of it in an engine. They sell more of this in big diesel engines because it's thick, and they sell it with the understanding that it must be a good oil and give you better protection. Because why? Because it's 90 weight thick, and it has a paratac in it, and they want to tell you that it's better. They use this little thing here to get everybody's attention, and this is a little demonstration piece. This oil is sitting here, and you would turn this. Regular oil is here, and if you turn this, it goes up just a little bit here, a little bit goes up, and it just rotates in the oil. But over here is this other product here, and when you turn it, if you turn it the same, see it goes all the way up.
Yeah.
So your mind will tell you, wait a minute, it's thick, it's sticky, and it seems to cling, so it must be better, right?
Yeah.
So what they don't explain to you is these are plastic wheels, and this is 70 degrees temperature in here, or 75, right? Well, when you pour this in your engine, it's at 200 degrees, and it's metal wheel. So see if it makes any difference between this application and in real life. But most people don't know that. They think, well, all I see is, you know, what I have there, what I understand. But it's a very effective demonstration piece, and they do a good job doing that. But let me show you. We're going to leave that same oil in there. Now, this is the best oil in the world with the #1 selling additive. Watch how thick this is. This is like pouring it on your pancakes. This is very, very thick. See there?
Yeah.
Very thick. So we'll put a whole bunch of it in there. And so now it's running over. You see how thick it is on there? It's just sticking on. You're saying, wow, that really looks good. You know, it has the ability to clean, coat the metal. It all looks great. So see, we're going to let you do this one now. Now, let's see what this one does. Okay, to see if it works any better. It actually works.
Works, right? Works. Wow, that works.
Yeah, so as you run it like that, yeah,
Smells worse.
a lot more smoke.
Smells.
So I'm going to show you something. Here's the damage that they did. It's even worse, bigger than that. All right, much bigger, and it gets hotter. But now I'm just going to put that back in here, and we're going to see here's what we're doing. All right, I'm going to let you. Then all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of our product there. I'll let you push this handle. So bring it up, but don't stop it. But put pressure on it. Put a little pressure on it. Go ahead and put a little more till it's screwing. Till it's screwing. Go ahead and put pressure on it, pressure on it, more pressure. All right, more pressure. Hold it right there. All right, now let off on it.
What? What?
Once our product goes in, it goes right to the heat.
Kidding me.
Yeah. Now you can put. Once it's in there, you can't stop it now. It's doing an unbelievable thing of what's happening right now. It's actually stopping the damage from occurring, and it's actually healing the metal. So you can't. Once it's in there, you can't stop it.
You're kidding me.
Once it's there,
I need this on my motorcycle.
That's right. You better have it in your motorcycle.
You're sending me home with one of these.
And it just goes on and on and on and on. So, to give you an idea of what we're talking about here. Let me show you what we did to the metal and why you need it in your Harley.
You're kidding.
Look, here's the damage that was done, but look what we did to it. It looks like chrome plated now.
Wow.
It's just
cleaned it up.
we stop the damage. We go in and take the asperities and fold them over in it and polish it out, and we stop the damage, but we heal the metal so that you won't get any more wear, and it will continue to get better and better and better, so that if you have gear going out in the transmission or differential or something bad happening, you get our product in it stops the damage, it heals the metal, and it lets you continue on. So anyway, I'm going to show you just how extreme the situation can be. So as we put this on, one of the problems that you have if you blow a head gasket and you get water in your engine, 4% in oil totally destroys your engine. So I'm going to put exactly 4%. See if I can put exactly 4%. Is 4%? How about that? Is that 4? Is that 4? How about that? Is that 100%? Now, with it full of water, still doesn't make any difference. It's full of water. Our product is in the metal, so just by putting the water in, our product stays on the moving part. So that's what we're talking about there. Right on. So we're just continuing to heal the metal, and it's full of water. The only other thing that could be worse than that is that if you're drilling for oil and you hit a little bit of dirt, sand, and gravel, and you get that, now, and that's why we drill for oil in the ground 4 and 5 miles deep. If you mix rocks and sand and gravel and everything else in there, and you get that in an engine, everything is destroyed. But our product is so strong in the metal, on the metal, that it actually will grind up that rock, sand, and gravel to like a talcum powder. It's grinding up the sand instead of having the sand hurt the metal.
You guys don't like doing this presentation ever, huh?
Now let me show you what to actually lowered the temperature. But now look, it's still, see how much is more, it's still polishing?
Wow. So if you were to do that on the new side, it wouldn't even affect it.
No, I'll show you that in a minute. But now we're here, this thing is still working. If you don't have any oil at all, you lose your oil pressure goes to 0, your red light comes on. Now, without that done, all you have now is our product on the metal. It doesn't make any
With water and dirt.
Yeah. What? So you can continue to move it, maximize it. No oil whatsoever. All we have, and I can take, see that running in water? Now I can take this and take off the excess.
clean it.
It's still that
Clean it
metal. We're in the metal. I told you it's like ionization of hardness of the metal, and that's what we're talking about. Now let me show you what we do if you didn't have a worn spot. See how it just keeps improving and polishing that we have there? Now, I'll rotate this one time, put the worn part to one side. You have a clean spot again, and I just take this product and I just touch the metal.
Wow.
Just enough to touch the metal.
Sure.
I don't need to put an oil base in there. Now we turn this over. This is where the other products fail. That went all the way over and you smoke and everything.
Yeah.
At that point,
Wow.
now we're putting some serious 50 times the weight on it. And I'll show you, you do this, you can continue.
Wow. Yeah, no indentation at all.
Just a polish mark is what it amounts to.
So I mean, if I put a drop of this in my Harley oil, I don't need to change it for like ever?
No, you
How
need
does
to
that
change
work?
your oil because it gets contaminated. That's the cheapest insurance you're going to do is change your oil. But this product uses the oil, goes through it, and it goes to the metal so that you get less friction and less heat. So it's going to run smoother, longer, everything's going to operate.
You still
the way you
use
want to.
regular oil.
Yeah, you continue on because all it cools 40% of your engine, so you want good oil in there. But because it gets contaminated over the, between oil changes, 4,000 miles, 5,000 miles. But this gives you extra protection you can't get with regular oil. And so
you would still use this product on my Harley.
yeah, oh sure.
And then you just
You
capful.
Yeah, well you put it 5 to 10% depending on the application of volume that's in the engine. Because it'll continue to rotate through there. It'll continue to rotate through, and I'll show you some other things here. You got the idea what we're talking about, what all the excitement is about?
Sure.
The difference between that? And I'm going to show you a couple of other quick little things of why everybody's excited about what we do. Extreme situations. The only way you can get our product off of that metal is to cut it down with the emery cloth. I can't wipe it off before I wiped off excess, and it's in the metal.
So that gets rid of it. Finally
This
gets
is
rid of
actually cutting the metal down, so that's the only way you can get our product off. You can't wipe it off.
it. Got it.
You have to cut the metal and get it
So
off, get it out of there.
So if I use your product once on my Harley, all I need to do is continue changing the oil,
Well, you
and it's already in there.
Yeah, but you need to continue to put enough in it each time you change your oil so you maximize the performance all the time. You don't know how much is still in the oil and you're going to pour out. You want to make sure you have, it's the cheapest insurance you're ever going to get is to have some of our product in there. And we'll probably even have a full motor oil for you. But see, here's what we were running in before.
Wow.
But that's what we do in the ground, 4 and 5 miles deep in the ground drilling for oil and extending the life of the drill bits and the whole system, the pumps and everything else. But that's a pretty nasty environment to be in. So if you're going to be in that kind of stuff, you definitely need our technology. But let me show you how versatile the technology is in regards to, let's see where we got here. Well, you're familiar with this product.
Yeah, I love that.
All right, so number 1 product. We never use again. This is number 2 product, and this is our product. We got either one. This is our product. Now watch this. I'll put this on. Use the WD-40. This is number 2 product, liquid rinse. This is our product. Look at that. Those products will only work worked about 225 degrees. Watch this out. I can bring that up to 400 and 500 degrees. Watch this when I do this.
Wow.
Just goes right into the metal.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
And again, the same temperature.
Yeah, it's the same technology. That's what it amounts to. Yeah, just burning those other products off. This, it just goes on and on and on.
So everyone can have that in their car and basically fix any problem they have.
Absolutely.
with their engine.
And this is the best gun oil in the world. The military uses this on the world's fastest machine gun, 10,000 rounds a minute. And so to lower the friction and the heat, and those things when they're shooting so fast, they'll melt down if they don't have. But this allows them to, maximize the performance of that. So the technology is an amazing technology, and so you can see just one squirt. Those other ones, you can empty those bottles, and you're never gonna get any protection. This one here, one squirt. It's the best gun oil in the world, but for anything to do with sporting, but bicycles and skateboards and anything you can think of. Skates or garage door openers, conveyor belts. Yeah, rusty bolts. It's a penetrating lubricant that lubricates when it goes into a rusty bolt. It actually goes through the rust, goes into the bottom, loosens it up, and then take it off and treat the threads. Yeah. So this is the best tool in the box, as they say, because the mechanics love this product. And this is orange based. So it's a very a friendly product to use. And let me tell you how effective this product. It does something that no other product in the world can do. It can save your life. It's a unique technology, and I can show you this. Don't try this at home, as they say, because if you remember, your mama said, "Don't let your fingers, water, and electricity get together." Right? Mm-hmm. That's a very dangerous game. It's a hot cord, and when you plug it in, hot cord, that fire is flying from there when I do that. So don't do this with anything else, but I can take this and put it into the holes. I'll need to move here all the metal. I do it back here for protection, for safety. I put it back there, and what it amounts to is when I plug this back in, if it continues to run, it just tells you it's a conductor of electricity. It didn't alter it. It just continues to, be effective to let the current run, and there's big benefits for that. But let me show you what we're talking about. All right, if that is a conductor of electricity, then how is it the world's best insulator that I can put my fingers in there? That'll stop your heart with any other problem. 4 amps will stop your heart. So don't do that with anything else. This has the highest dielectric strength of any product in the world. I can do an open cord, put it in there, and put my fingers in it. And don't try that with anything else, because you'll blow the breakers, and probably people will think you're a little nuts for trying it. But this product is what the military uses. They use it on 220 volt in salt water. They actually can drill underwater with this product with the drills and the saws and things. So it's an amazing technology that the more you know about it, the better you're going to like it. But every electrical cord needs it, and it does the job. It'll save your life, but more importantly, it will do everything that it's supposed to be doing as far as that. So what do you think? Think it's pretty good stuff?
And you invented all this?
Yeah, I was the guy that started it all, yeah. So anyway, but
wow.
The more you know about it, the better you'll like it. And it's anywhere you need lubrication or fuel technology or cleaning technologies, we just have the best products in the world that really does the job. So anyway, hopefully they see the value in it, and if you're interested, we certainly will be happy to send some down your way.
Thank you for the presentation.
When are you going to go south? Back again.
I'm back and forth.
Okay.